Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who this is. This is Ron the fucking Don. Alright? Now today I want to talk about the election, from last night, 2021. Now, the biggest race of the election from last night was the Virginia's governor's race. The one that Glenn Youngkin has won. He beat Terry McAuliffe by I don't know how many points, but the point about it is that he won. All right, and not only that, we also have a first woman lieutenant governor of VA. She go by the name of Winsome Sears, the first African American lieutenant governor of Virginia. You know, which is pretty much a Confederate state. So for her to win there is a big victory for the Republican Party. Now, let me tell y'all this. This is the first time in my life that I ever wanted I wanted a Republican to win an election. The first time in my life I wanted them to win. Why? Because of the you already know the V mandates to get the shot. This something that the Democrats have highly capitalized on, something that the Democrats have really campaigned on since the rollout of the shot of the medicine from last year, after the election last year. They've been very highly campaigned on it heavily, and what this election has done was not for people to go on the Republican side, but it was really a rejection of the mandates. It was a rejection of the Democrats' dictatorship, tyrannical policies. It was a rejection of Joe Biden's policies, and a rejection of his horrible performance approval rating numbers, which is around 30 something percent, 35%, if I'm not mistaken. It was a rejection of Biden's policies and his horrific performance this year, as president so far. Within less than a year, he has done a lot of damage to the country, which is in less than a year, and that has trickled down to the state and local governments, and because the Democrats of those jurisdictions wants to be stupid enough to follow suit of Joe Biden, which is not such a smart thing to do. And on top of that is also a rejection of other policies, and like teachers of parents should have a say in what their kids is being taught in schools. Like me, I haven't gathered enough information to really have an opinion about critical race theory, but parents should have more of a say of what the kids being taught in school, whether it's right or wrong. They should have more of a say of what's being taught to their kids. Because I would have to have a say in what's being taught to my kids as well. So I understand what they're saying. Rather it's right or wrong, or rather they agree with what's being taught. Let the parents should have a say in what's being taught though. All right, so that's all this rejection. What this election was a rejection of the Democrats' horrific, tyrannical dictatorships policies. The radical was really a rejection of the radical socialism. That's what this election was about. Not about the Republicans, because a lot of times we gotta choose the best of two evils, and it happens that this time around the Republicans are the less of two evils. So in that case, we have to go with the Republicans. All right. Now that is all I have to say for this video, and hopefully the Democrats will get the picture that we reject these mandates, and that we should not fire our military and our police officers and our first responders because they don't want to apply, because they don't want to go along with your agenda, because that is also putting our national security at risk. And if you don't learn now, you will learn next year when y'all lose the midterms. So Democrats, you better shape up, or else you will lose the midterms next year. Okay? Got me? All right.